quick little live stream to give you all an update on how things are going with the caravan. I don't know if I can zoom in. I can't zoom out. That's okay. Um, yeah, so one sec, I'll just clear the screen here. Yeah, here's the caravan. I know I haven't given you all a tour yet, a proper tour from uh, Fox's perspective, because I wanted to give you all a tour while I was wearing the fluffy rat. But anyway, I was eager to get stuck into getting the lights sorted. I'll reach out and say good day. So, got these little cute little lights from Aldi, and I know the camera's balancing to them, but they're actually a really warm white. Whereas these ones here, I can actually show you how warm they are if I turn these on blue. So I got those from a store uh, in town, and they are just really, really blue. I got them really cheap, so that part was great. But I'll find a new home for them somewhere else, perhaps on the outside of the caravan. But I got these really cute little lights. They're USB-C rechargeable, and if you have them facing up towards the ceiling, that softens the light quite a lot. So it's sort of shadowing effect that happens, and it's not too harsh on the eyes. So yeah, so I think I'm going to place some there. I was originally thinking I was going to place a light here somewhere, but as I'll show you, um, you can already see in the camera's perspective, it's just too bright on the eyes, and it would mean that all this area here is shadowed. Whereas if I have it pointed at the ceiling, you get a lot more light. So I think it's going to live here, and it's going to give me heaps of lighting. I'll be able to see what's in the fridge when I need to. And yeah, it'll all work out okay. So I know it's a bit of a pointless live stream to be talking about lights, but I'm just really excited to have a home. You know, I'm a homeowner. This here is my home. And I think that's pretty neat. So there you go. And a few times I've found myself into the bed here. Oh, no, this lighting's really good. I'm happy with that. But yeah, I found myself a few times just sitting back and going, this is mine. And it's really, it's really good to look at this and to say to myself, I won't have to sleep in my car ever again. I won't have to sleep in a tent ever again. It's pretty big. So, and every time I say that, I just can't not smile. It's so good. So yeah, that's this is my home. I don't know what I'm gonna do with a bloody huge oven, but but that's okay. Originally, when I was going to get it, slash bus or whatever, I wasn't actually going to bother with a stove. And I think the fridge will come in handy. Uh, yeah, it'll be nice to have things that I can refrigerate, you know, milk, I love milk. There'll be times where you really want something cold, you know, I'll be able to have that. But for the most part, I was gonna sort of survive off of canned food, which is really not ideal. Um, but yeah, and it's been a great little journey working in the caravan. Um, I finally got myself some power tools too. I feel like a real man, you know, fulfilling that typical gender stereotype where if you're male, you need power tools. Well, haha, there you go, done. The stereotype is real. so, so yeah. Oh, and most importantly, look at this really cute fox pillow. Islet. So, you know, little finishing touches here and there, and I'll work on it. I'll turn this into home. And I definitely am requiring all of you beautiful people to tell me how I should decorate this and turn it into my home. Even things like, you know, should I have artwork here or posters or picture frames or something? You know, it's all able to be turned into something quite spectacular. Um, Obviously, you know, heaps of storage. But there's so many cupboards. It's like, what am I meant to do with all these bloody cupboards? And I can't remember which ones I've filled with stuff, but I have too many pairs of leggings, far more than I'm willing to admit to any normal person. But I'll admit it on YouTube to the entire somewhere. I had dries abundance in there. We did fix a lot of the mold um, throughout the van. Got a little bag in there. And there's so much storage space, it's just crazy. I'm also thinking of putting some felt pads through there so that when I close these cupboards and drawers, that they make a nice, uh, relaxed sort of soft thud when you close the thing. If I put some felt pads sort of here and here, that would really help with that. So yeah. So anyway, here's my home, my good people. So I hope you all like it. I certainly like it. Ultimately, it doesn't matter whether or not anyone else likes it. It's my home. I don't care. I'm just really happy. So yeah, there's a little mirror. There you go. Hello, everyone. So yeah. So there you go. There's my home. I can't stop smiling talking about it. It's so good. Um, yeah, there's a little bit longer to go. Um, Today we reinstalled the compliance plates because I haven't given you all an update. Oh dear. Um, I did rust converter for all of the metal uh, underneath the van. There is 2 rust spots that will need to be re-welded, like some plates or some brackets or something, either welded or bolted into place, which is, it's not a big deal. If you've got a welder, you weld it. Okay. And yeah, the car is booked in to get a learning experience because here in this country we have laws about needing compliance certificates from engineers. So while I've got the caravan now, I now need to spend possibly 5 grand, maybe four if I'm lucky. Or if I'm really unlucky, then they'll ask me to pay 8 grand to have a tow bar fitted to my car. Now, if it's going to be 8 grand, then I'm better off buying another car. But it's kind of complicated. There's a few complications that come into play there. And one of which is where I'm living at the moment. As foolish as it sounds, a condition of where I live is I keep the limo because the guy that I live with absolutely loves it, loves being driven around in it. And it's like, if I can have a solid roof over my head, caravan is sort of an on the side, if things really hit. And again, I've got this to fall. Uh, and it's just wonderful. It's really good. And here's another thing I'd love to ask you all. So, some people, when they renovate, falling on the ladder, some people, when they renovate these caravans, they'll paint everything white, a nice modern white. I don't know whether I should be doing that for this caravan or if I should keep it the original wooden look. So I'm curious whether or not you all think that I should be painting this or keep it the way that it is. Keep in mind that that is way into the future, because the most important thing is I can sleep there, there's no mold there, and there's no mold there, and I can attach a car there to tow this van in that direction and sometime in that direction. So, yeah, but I am curious to know if you all would recommend that. I'm open to suggestions there. I am really a fan of this lighting, so that part, that's the only reason I'm here at the moment, is because it's dark, and I thought I'll move the lights around and see what looks good. Whether or not I have the lights in the very middle of the room, like there, which I could. And perhaps that's the right thing to do, having the lights more centralized. So I'm slowly working it out. But yeah, there you go. I've had the windows open, so it's nice and cool overnight. It's got these really cute little doily curtains, and these do a great job of blocking. Really had it as well, but that's okay. Because of these are rechargeable. They're so excellent. You can just plug them into USB-C, boom, you've now got lighting throughout the caravan. So for now, I can just recharge those and we'll see how long they last. And what I should be doing is charging one full and having them running in the bedroom and just see how long can I have lighting for in my bedroom. Get an understanding of it. They are fantastic. They've also got an auto mode as well. You can flip them. I don't know what triggers them. It's clearly just been triggered now. So I'll flip them over all to auto and we'll soon find out. Maybe auto is sufficient for my needs. And if it is, that'll be great. I can just leave them there and walk away. Is good. It comes with a few little magnetic mounts. That one's just turned off. So that one's just turned off. I guess we'll see if this one turns on point, and if it does, And I guess maybe auto mode's not good. There we go. Just wave my hand over it, and now we've got lighting. Um, and wave my hand over this one and this one. Oh, that's just great. Just wave your hand over them and you're good. Isn't that marvellous? Isn't my home just bloody fantastic? So, there you go. There we go. So they run on like maybe a 30-second or a 15-second timer. I think auto might not be the way to go with these lights. But that's okay. I don't need to have them on auto, don't I? So there we go. Here is my home, my good people. It's pretty alright. So, one additional thing is I am really appreciative of everyone who has contributed to making this a possibility. And when I do a video with Fox, I'm going to be personally thanking everyone properly on that video who has donated so far. I had a GoFundMe that was able to raise enough money to help bring this to reality and to give me a home. And for those that don't know that are watching this video, 9 years ago I experienced something that happened to me within the furry community, and it gave me PTSD and eventually complex PTSD, which was responsible for me having seizures, which there is a video of me capturing one of those seizures. And personally, I can't watch it. And there was someone who I met at one of the music festivals, and his sister experiences what I've got, which is psychogenic non-epileptic seizures. And when he was telling me about what his sister was going through and how helpful it was me having this video on YouTube, I burst into tears. I could not hold it, because I never realized that I could have that much impact on someone else's life, which I'd already seen everyone's comments on that video and saying that it was having an impact. And then you meet someone in person and there's a real face to a story. It was really heartbreaking, and I can't talk about it anymore. Otherwise, I know. So, anyway, look, I just want to say thank you to everyone who has put towards this. You all know that my situation is I can't work anymore. I can't clean my room without overstress causing me to break down because of the stress levels of trying to work out what goes where. So this caravan, the only reason I could work on this caravan is A, because of my mum, and B, because of being on NDIS and having support workers, in particular Dave. He's been wonderful in helping me in getting some of these things done. But between them and between everyone from my YouTube family, thank you all who have donated towards my GoFundMe. And in addition to that, to anyone who has been wanting to donate towards my GoFundMe, as I now have to save for a tow bar for my car or a different vehicle to tow my home on wheels. But that's the stage we're now at. And I just think it's wonderful. It's it's so wonderful. So thank you everyone who has put towards that, because with you all doing that, you all listening to my story, my PTSD symptoms have lessened immensely, to do with the original trauma and to do with the subset trauma, which was PTSD from the entire furry community, which I never expected that would ever happen. You wouldn't think that would ever happen, but that's what can happen with PTSD. Your brain does this thing called stimulus overgeneralization, and it just continues savaging everything possibly related to the trauma. And the Melbourne community did a terrible job. But that's okay. I'm still alive, and here I am telling my story to the world, and having people from around the world listening and saying what you experienced was real, and what you experienced is something that needs help. And it's definitely been absolutely appreciated. So thank you all who have been in that boat. So yeah, so there we go. Welcome to my home. It's just as messy as my bedroom at the moment, but it won't be for long. The drills will be packed up, the rubbish will be packed away, and then I'll do a proper tour with Fox, showing you all this beautiful little abode in the daytime, with the cupboards all full of stuff. So if you all can recommend how I can turn this into home, I've also thought of putting in fairy lights. I've thought of everything, and so I'm going to look into that because I think that would be pretty cute. I don't know where I'm going to put them, but I'll find some place for them and it will be pretty adorable. So, so yeah. Anyway, thanks all for tuning in. I'm really glad to have this quick little show and tell. And once I have everything all sorted, the goal is to get back into doing a few videos out in the wild, ASMR style videos, because well, my fox really misses it. He really misses it. You sit there in bed and he's giving you that look, and it's like, oh, you adorable little thing. I just want to squish you. So he's been giving me that look that says, we really need to spend some time together and get back to doing that, because we had so much fun. He loved being worn all the time. So that'll happen. But for now, I hope you all have enjoyed this brief tour and expect a proper tour at some point soon. and you all can judge either my friend Max's or my friend Hendo's camera work uh, while I show you all around. So expect that in due course. But until then, hope you all keep well, stay happy, and yeah, that's all from me. Alright, everyone. I'll see you all soon. Bye for now.